Hi, and welcome back to Mould Breakers Empowerment Forum. I am certainly delighted to be in your company at this time. It is indeed a new day, and I am boiling over with excitement to share with you once more. I am Audrey-Mellayne, your Mould Breaker Doc, and I am here to share with you some exciting news. What's the excitement? As you know, I have in the past presented a number of short series focusing on health and well-being. And it is just my passion to continue within this path of helping others to become the best that they can be. And so, over the next 12 weeks, I will be presenting a series of segments that focuses and brings your attention on you, because you are indeed the most important individual on this planet. And so, this 12-week series, Focus on Self, is geared towards helping you to take a personalized journey to knowing, understanding, and caring for yourself. But before I begin, I just want to give you a bit of a background about myself. I am a seasoned registered nurse, also a health education and health promotion specialist, as well as a general educator and a health and life coach. My lifelong journey has been immersed in helping others for health and well-being. And so as I embark on this new series focusing on you, I am about to take a partnership with you in identifying who you are, where you are headed, what is your purpose, what is your desire, where do you see yourself, how did you get here? Do you really know yourself? Do you really truly know what it is that life has to offer you and that you have to offer to the world and the environment in which you exist? Many persons live their life as if they are riding a fast-moving train without knowing the destination. Others are like a piece of cork that is bobbing in the water of life. They are just going with the flow and the ebb and the tide, not having a sense of direction. But if you will recall from my previous series that I focused on the new start approach to life, as well as looking at habits, I came to realize and share with you that as an individual, we comprise of a three-part entity, and that is mind, body, and spirit. And if we were to add into those three elements or break them down into a more simpler form, we would know that the mind is concerned with our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs. And then the physical is our biological makeup. We know that we are a human body or we reside in a human body that is made up of cells, tissues, bones, organs, nervous system, respiratory system, reproductive system, and the list goes on. But the physical is not the total, as we have learned in past sessions. And so, as we look at the three parts, the third part being the spiritual, we are connected, and these three parts intertwine in order for us to coexist with the environment and the people that share this environment with us. But many of us lack personalized understanding of who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What do I desire? We all know that there are a number of things that are fluid in our society: happiness, wealth, joy, peace. But what do they all mean on an individual level? That is what this 12-week series will help to unravel for you. We want to help you to realize that you are important. You have a role to play to society, yes, to your family, yes, to your job, yes. But above all, there is a responsibility to self. You can only be a good citizen, a good family member, a good friend, a good parent, when you are a good individual, loving yourself, knowing yourself, caring for yourself. And so, what can you expect as you take this 12-week journey with me? You can expect the answers to the questions such as, who am I really? And then, from whence did I come? What is my purpose? Do I really know what I like from what I dislike? How did I come to have these likes and dislikes? Do I truly love myself? Do others truly love me? What am I here to do? Where am I headed? What do I need in order to get there? How do I get what I need? Do I love this life? And what is love? What is self-love? What is self-worth? Do I truly have a purpose? And how does the purpose that I am here for factor in to why everyone else is here? If I was to give you an example of how we should approach life, I would have to use my own life as a template. I was born into a family in a village on the island of New Providence in the country called the Bahamas. My parents were very young. They lived and learnt based on what their parents taught them, what they were taught in their schools, what the church and the pastor imparted to them from the pulpit. They had jobs. They tried their best to raise their 5 children. And then things went crazy. They separated. Their children were impacted. The society, the church, the community stepped in. The school stepped in. And everybody made their contribution. But does that make me who I am? In part, it does. But who am I truly has a lot to do with my beliefs, my perception, my experiences having moved through the varied institutions within society, including institutions of higher learning, my experience as a nurse, my experience as a health educator, my experience as a trainer of health professionals, and of course, my experience as a personal health and life coach. But what really makes me who I am is my ability to draw from all of those varied experiences and process those experiences and seek to make sense of them. In order for me to do that, I had to take time, think, reflect, meditate, analyze, and form conclusions about all the exposures in my life. And that is exactly what each of us must do as individuals if we want to feel as if our life is worth something. If we want to experience an extraordinary, exuberant, and fulfilling life. And so, if that is to happen, what we as individuals must do is we must seek to know, seek to understand, and then seek to act in ways that will enhance our existence as an individual, as a member of our family, as a member of the larger community wherein we live, as well as the world at large. And so I encourage you to join me right here every Wednesday morning for the next 12 weeks as we look at me, as you look at you and how you fit into the broader scheme of things. Does that sound exciting to you? Of course it is. What I invite you to do is to take a paper, a pen, each time you join me here, because there will be some things that you would want to take note of. There will be some instructions that I will give that will help you as you wait for the next session to analyze your personal journey, to take note of the things that are happening in your daily life, and to plan how you can have an experience that will allow you to grow and flourish and be the best that you can be. So take out your calendar, mark the Wednesdays for the next 12 weeks. Set your alarm, do whatever it takes, because you are about to take a self-discovery journey that will transform your life, that you will not be the same once you would have finished this journey with me. So I thank you for joining me this morning as I introduced myself, as I introduced the series. And I assure you that if you were to follow and join me for the next 12 weeks, you too will be transformed. You will be a different, more improved, better, happier, well-formed individual, because you are mind, body, and spirit. So we will target how these three entities interact to make you who you are in a world that is so full of activities, some very plain, some rather baffling, and at times even confusing. But you can remain grounded. You can be productive. You can be balanced in your existence and happy too. So I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, right here on this platform, Mould Breakers Empowerment Forum. I am Audrey-Mellayne, your Mould Breaker Doc, and I say, see you next time.